couple of quick announcements before we get started. You'll notice the intro's gone again. That's because even though very little of the Flash song is used in that little intro that got made for me, it was still enough for them to claim it. In fact, they claimed the whole thing, even though about 5 or 6 seconds was used of the song and it was mixed in with other beats. They still found it, so I don't know. I guess no intro. This is why I don't like messing with music, because these people will come in and just take it. So, channel memberships also got unlocked today, I think for everybody. So take a look at your favorite channels, even mine, and see if you feel like supporting them. That's about it. Also, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel, still getting people unsubbed. That's still a thing. Every time they make changes to the algorithm, this happens en masse. So make sure you're still subscribed, please. Now, let's talk about Star Wars. Star Wars actor John Boyega didn't realize fans believed The Last Jedi did Finn dirty. So John Boyega's been a little upset because he didn't get as much screen time in Last Jedi. So he pushed for more in Rise of the Skywalker. And I don't have a problem with that. One thing that's nice is he hasn't come out and called the fact that he didn't get as much screen time, racist or anything. He just said he wanted more screen time. As far as I know, he hasn't said anything like that. And the truth is, a lot of people actually don't mind his character. I liked his character. I think out of all the new characters, I like him the most. If anything that's made me not like him that much, it's all of the stupid shippers that want to put him and Poe into a relationship. Well, we're gotta have them making out in a Star Wars movie. That's what everybody wants to see. These people are crazy. Shippers are nuts. Let me tell you, I could do a whole video on shippers and the way that they've done people dirty because people don't like what they've done. Oh man, shippers are weird people. But anyway, I think Finn had the most interesting story out of just about every character that's come into the new trilogy. He was a stormtrooper. He switched sides, kind of got like some sense about him and like, whoa, this isn't for me. I thought that was an interesting aspect, and they never really went very far with it. That might be because Rian Johnson is an idiot and not a very good director. That could be part of the problem. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll put that in consideration. But regardless, he got done dirty in Last Jedi. In fact, the one redeeming thing they could have done was to kill him in the movie, because he was going to go out very heroically and take out that Walker, and then Rose Tico, the character nobody likes, came in there and like stopped it and then kissed him, but then they're just friends now. I don't know what's going on there, but Rose Tico is a pretty worthless character. Finn is actually a pretty interesting character. So it looks like he's going to get more screen time, but that's not really the true focus of this video. Here's what's interesting. So this guy comes in and says, I'm not a fan of 7 or 8, but I liked your character from the start. Really wish they develop him more and didn't completely waste him in 8. And he responds, I hear you. Give episode 9 a shot. I was really adamant on more Finn involvement. Hopefully you like it. And then apparently a lot of people kind of came out and gave him a lot of praise. So this person comes in and says, say what you want about the Star Wars sequel trilogy, but it's hard not to respect John Boyega. Here's a Star Wars fan that criticized episodes 7 and 8, and I think John responded to him both fairly and candidly. So this guy says they really did Finn dirty. He has the most interesting backstory of all the new characters, and they decided to push him to the side instead. It sucks. And then he comes out and says, I really didn't know fans felt this way. And why would he know anything else? All he knows is that the media for 2 years has slammed Star Wars fandom, calling them toxic and trash and bigots and all kinds of crazy stuff. Why would he think that fans like him? As far as he knows, half of the fandom is racist. But then he finds out that that's not so true. It's kind of nice to see something like that. Now, this could be, I could be reading this wrong, but I think that maybe people are starting to wake up a little bit that, hey, maybe this product is just kind of crap, because The Mandalorian is pretty universally praised. Rotten Tomatoes scores for critics and audience are like 94% right now. No one's had a bad thing to say about that show. Most people have liked it quite a bit. It shows that Star Wars fans do like a good product. The problem is we've got nothing but bad products for 3 movies now, and told that hey, you're a misogynophobe, istophobe if you don't like these movies. And he's responding to someone that's talking with that narrative. John, the media has promoted a narrative that fans that didn't enjoy The Last Jedi are bad people. In reality, most fans felt like you had the most interesting storyline in The Force Awakens, but your character was downgraded and sidelined in The Last Jedi. You deserved better. Now, even if he had more prominent time in The Last Jedi, I don't think that it would have made the movie any better. You could have made him the plot. Actually, that might have made it better. Who knows? I'd rather him been the Last Jedi than Rey. He actually has different facial expressions other than angry, which is all Rey has on default. Like every expression of her is some kind of angry face. But nonetheless, I think that could have been a cool storyline. Stormtrooper comes to his senses. Maybe the Force jotted it out of him, and he's a Jedi. Everyone thought he was a Jedi anyway because of the pictures with him and the lightsaber. But that's not what happened. Instead, we got an interesting plot with him in the first movie that never really went anywhere, and all we got was crazy radical fans that insisted that he be shipped with Poe. But here's the thing. Rise of the Skywalker, I feel, is going to be a disaster. I feel it's going to be a terrible movie. I could be wrong, but from what I hear, she pretty much just stomps the Emperor, girl power style, and it's really kind of embarrassing, and it got a bad reaction. Now, that might have changed with all these reshoots going on. I hear they're still reshooting that movie, which is quite interesting. I'm pretty sure that movie is going to get criticized to hell. And, of course, the media is going to come out and say everyone's patriarchal istophobe, and we're going to go through the same Last Jedi cycle again that we just kind of wound down on. And The Mandalorian was bringing people back. Like, people were praising Star Wars again, and now we're going to go through that same cycle again with the media. But at least, maybe, just maybe, one of the actors is realizing that, hey, the fans, they're not istophobes. Either way, it was still a nice story, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think I'm right? Do you think maybe he's coming to his senses and realizing the media there's a bunch of liars? That would be nice to see. Also, make sure you're still subscribed. Likes and comments also, like I said, big thing. Help the channel, help the video move with engagement. And make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Share the video. Check out the links in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that. And subscribe if you're new. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.